All right, let's talk about something you definitely thought about, but maybe never wanted to do. What actually happens when you pee in a swimming pool? And is there such a thing as a chemical that indicates when someone has peed in the pool? Because we all had a friend whose dad told us that he had applied that chemical to their pool. Hey friends, welcome back to the Encyclopedia Ange channel, where I'm no expert, just endlessly curious about everything. Just a quick note that if you're liking what you're seeing, subscribing really does help me. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on what topics you'd like me to cover in the future. All right, let's get into it. Be honest. Have you ever peed in a pool? Because let's be real, almost everyone has done it at least once. And if you say you haven't, well, the statistics are against you. When surveyed, more than half of adults admitted to it, which means the next time that you swim at a hotel pool, you might as well assume that you're wading through a warm chlorinated toilet. So here's the truth. Pools are not crystal clear oceans of purity. They're full of stuff. Sweat, body oils, sunscreen, skin flakes, snot, fecal particles, and yeah, urine. Think about it. Every time you dive in, you're basically steeping yourself in human soup. Chlorine isn't there just to smell clean. It's fighting this constant microscopic war. And the pee, it doesn't just disappear. It interacts with the chlorine to make new chemicals. So here's a quick and dirty chemistry lesson. Pee has nitrogen in it. Chlorine reacts with that nitrogen and creates some new byproducts such as cyanogen chloride, a chemical that was once studied for warfare. Trichloramine is the stuff that burns your eyes and throat. So that strong pool smell, that's not chlorine. It's chlorine reacting with pee and sweat. Chloroform, the old knockout chemical, but in very small amounts. So yeah, every time someone pees in the pool, they're basically turning it into a mini chemistry experiment. Now here's the big question. How much is too much? Can you get sick from swimming in all that pee? So scientists tested this, and in a lab under worst case conditions, they found cyanogen chloride levels hitting levels that were still lower than what's allowed in our drinking water. So in theory, you're fine. You're not exactly sipping poison when you swallow a mouthful of pool water, but let's be honest, it's still super gross. Let's make a realistic scenario. Imagine a backyard pool. 20 people are swimming. Each one secretly releases about a shot glass worth of urine. That adds up to about 12 parts per billion of cyanogen chloride in the water. Still detectable, still gross, but not deadly. So while it's technically safe, you are breathing and swallowing the chemical aftermath of someone's lazy bathroom choices. And it doesn't mean there aren't any effects. Have you ever left an indoor pool coughing or with red burning eyes? That's trichloramine at work, one of those pee chlorine byproducts. And while urine might not hurt you, fecal matter, that's another story. Just one solid accident can release millions of bacteria, including nasty ones like E. coli and cryptosporidium. That's a reason public pools clear it out for a day when there's a code brown. Finally, let's get into that chemical that indicates urine by turning red. Is this an urban legend, or is it a smart parent hack? Maybe your parents told you about this when you were a kid, or maybe you even avoided peeing in the pool because you were scared of becoming a human smoke flare. Here's the truth. It's just a legend. No such chemical actually exists, unfortunately for those of us with a bit of OCD. Chemists have looked into this, and while it's technically possible to make a dye that reacts with urine, it wouldn't work in a real swimming pool. Chlorine and sunlight would break it down almost instantly. So the pee detector dye is basically an urban myth, probably invented by clever parents to keep kids from turning pools into toilets. And honestly, it kind of worked. So next time nature calls when you're in the pool, remember, chlorine isn't a magic toilet flush. There's always a question to be answered, and I'm always here to ask it. See you next time.